Okay, today I have another brand new video for you guys, and you may have noticed this shelf here. This shelf isn't here without a reason. It's a shelf for the Xbox Kinect. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a quick and cheap way to add full body tracking wirelessly to the Oculus Quest. So before we start off with this video, I want to thank you guys because the numbers have risen. 2.7% of people watching these videos are now subscribed. But if you like this video and you're part of the 97.3% of people that aren't yet subscribed, subscribe. It only takes you a few seconds and it helps the channel out a lot. Also, follow me on my social media here and here. It's great to see you guys there, and you can tell me what you think and tell me what you want to see on this channel coming up. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So what you're going to need for this video is you're going to need, of course, an Xbox Kinect. It can either be an Xbox Kinect 360 or an Xbox One Kinect, which is what I have here. With the Xbox One Kinect, you need an additional adapter, or you can buy a pre-modded one. I actually bought a pre-modded one. It cost me about 60 or so euro, which is actually pretty cheap for full body tracking. You are going to need a computer that is capable of running Steam VR, and I'm saying capable because most full body tracking games like VR Chat don't actually require high-end hardware. So you might actually be able to run this on a computer you already have that doesn't say it's VR ready, although that's not really recommended. There's a few different ways we can do this. You can either pay for a software called Driver for VR, which I bought, or you can get the free version, which will be somewhere here because I don't know the name of it. You will also need some way of streaming Steam VR from your computer to your Quest. The free alternative to Virtual Desktop, which is what I'll be using because I bought it, is ALVR. A lot of people have been using ALVR and have been saying that they have no issues with it whatsoever, so if you want to use that, go ahead. Here's what's going to be happening. In a previous video I made, I explained to you how you can use the Kinect with your Rift S to get full body tracking. And Eric for President, a YouTuber that I've been watching for a very long time, actually noticed it and gave me a shout out. So thank you so much for that. I love your videos, man. Please continue doing what you're doing. So that video did extremely well, and I got a few comments under it asking whether this can be done with the Quest. I'm going to take that one level up, and we're not going to use the Oculus link at all because we want the glory of full wireless here. So what we are going to do is we are going to take either Virtual Desktop or ALVR and a 5 GHz access point, put it all together, and hopefully get something nice out of it. So without further ado, let's switch to the actual setup of everything. Okay. So as you can see, I'm going to launch my camera app here. You see the Xbox Kinect. My bed is absolutely beautiful. Do not dare to criticize it. As you can see, the Kinect is working. It's super wide angle. It's absolutely amazing how wide angle this thing is. But you can actually use the Kinect as just a standard webcam and a Windows Hello webcam too, which, mind you, is pretty cool. Next thing we are going to need is, of course, the Oculus Quest. The one and only, which just keeps getting better every time I use it. So I have extremely high hopes for this. Let's power it on. So I am going to confirm Guardian, and I am going to start recording for you guys. Cool, so it's recording now, and I am going to launch Virtual Desktop on the Quest because, as you can see, the Streamer app is already launched on the PC. It's going to ask me to switch to controllers, which I am going to do. So I'm going to unplug myself from the mic now. I'm going to stand back here where you can hopefully see everything. And right now, we are in the main menu of Virtual Desktop, or if you're using ALVR, you'll be in the main menu of ALVR. What you want to click is Launch Steam VR, or basically you just want to end up in the Steam VR play space. So I'm going to go into Options so that I can see my desktop here. And as you can see, it says Initialization. It's set to Auto Start. Driver for VR is running. So now what you want to do is you want to click Calibrate, and then New 2 steps. As you can see, it recognizes my body as a stick figure. So I'm going to stand completely back, click Calibrate, got it, put my hands down by my sides, stand and look forward until it claps, then I can move forward, calibrate again, calibration complete. So now if I go back to Steam VR, as you can see, I have legs, and oh my god, there's no latency. How about we launch a game? To check out how this really works, let's launch VR Chat, which is, as some of you may know, my favorite game for trying these kinds of things out because it supports full body tracking. It supports a bunch of different trackers actually. So as you can see, 0 latency between the Oculus Quest and the computer wirelessly. So I can move the controllers very rapidly and 0 latency. Like, I feel like I'm connected with a cable. So we're going to spawn in as usual. So I thought a few things might be reset because I accidentally reset my computer yesterday, but they're actually not. Don't ask me how you accidentally reset your computer. You have to be very talented in order for that to happen. And I am talented enough for that to happen. Look at this. This is amazing. Move my hips. Is it just me, or is this working better than the Rift S? Oh my god. Guys, I think this is working better than the Rift S. So as you can see, I can move my hips, I can move my legs, I can move my legs to the side. Ow, that's a bed. Now, can I jump? Because I have no cable tethered to the back of my head. This is no Matrix. So now, I'm going to do this really dumb thing where I lift my legs up at an angle like this while I'm jumping to see how good this actually is. It did it. It actually tracked that. That is absolutely amazing. Let's try that again. That is incredible. So, I think this is doing better than the Rift S. I don't think there's much more to say about this. This just works, and it's incredibly amazing. Let's jump to the conclusion. Let's try to do squats. I'm tired. Let's jump to the conclusion. So guys, as you can see, it works really, really well. Now, I can't speak for how well it works on 2.4 gigahertz networks because I only have a 5 gigahertz network to work with here. But if you have a 5 gigahertz network and you have a Kinect, you've gotten yourself an extremely cheap way to get full body tracking on the Oculus Quest completely wirelessly. No cable, no stupid tethering. And to be completely honest with you, I think this works better than it did on the Rift S. And I could be wrong about that. That could just be the fact that the developer is constantly updating it. Thank you, developer. Because he is constantly updating it, which is truly amazing. I'm constantly getting notifications that there's an update, which proves that this is constantly getting better. And maybe someday we'll be able to have 2 Kinects. I don't know how we'd put one over there, but maybe someday. So now not only does the Quest do completely wireless Steam VR, you can also do full body tracking for a price under €100, which is amazing because it just gives you that extra little bit of immersion. So you don't have to bother with the cable because that destroys immersion for me. So that and full body, I think we're getting onto something here. I think we can make like a whole budget series for VR where I talk about like all the cool, cheap things you can do to upgrade your VR without having to spend a fortune. But yeah, I'm super happy with those results. I think they were truly amazing. There was 0 latency that I could see. In fact, it was just as good as wired VR, and everything worked perfectly fine, as you saw in that demonstration where I almost killed myself multiple times. Ow. Let's jump into the outro. If you guys like this video and you're part of that 97.3% of people that aren't subscribed to the channel yet, we are constantly growing and I'd love to have you in the community. So please make sure to subscribe. If you like the video itself, give it a like, helps me out, tells me that you liked the video and want me to continue. If you disliked it, dislike it, but tell me why in the comments section below. If you want to be notified of future videos, which there will be a bunch of, make sure to subscribe, ding my bell, and see you again in the next one. Peace. Oh. See, I was looking for Adobe Audition Stop because I'm used to having a mic there, but the mic is here now. Hi. Just because I don't have the professional camera yet, I want to show you guys my setup because I find this really funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture with the iPhone. So basically, my gimbal was getting overloaded, so I had to do something about it. That's why the screwdriver is there. But oh my god, guys, this mic is amazing.